I don't ship that lean, less it's THC. I've been high for weeks. Got your bitch on fleek, yeah. I've been high for weeks. Got your bitch on fleek, yeah. I've been high for weeks, babe.
Alright, it's WeSmokeTV, where we bust chat, smoke and jokes. On the sofa today we got Busty and we got BishPuffs. So we're gonna have a bun up, have a chat for your entertainment.
I don't ship that lean, less it's THC.
First off, your face on Instagram. Like, a lot of people don't put their face on Instagram for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
How come you're so confident to have your face? And, you know?
It's almost like it's a bit of a protest, to be honest, geezers. I don't believe it's something that should be illegal, should be wrong. It's something that's helped me out so much in my life, helped me out with my friends and stuff. As someone who's suffered really bad with mental health, and I got to a stage where basically I got to a point where I thought, fuck it, I'm not hiding nothing no more. I'm with something I'm proud of.
Yeah, none of us should have a reason to hide.
Exactly that. So that's what, yeah, my face is on there. And I just sort of, a bit of a fuck it attitude, but it's more a case of my love for weed.
Does it ever make you paranoid that people, because there's rats in our community, and it don't ever make you like paranoid, like, oh, someone might say like, look at the, not even like snitch on you per se, like it's my man's name, but say like, oh, just look on this page, you know, like it's a, like an underhand tactic kind of thing.
100%, but I believe massively in manifestation, so I don't bring those thoughts into my head.
Yeah,
so I literally just try and think positive.
Block it out.
If someone puts police TV show on in my house, boom, let's go. Don't put it on there. I just don't bring it into thought. But yeah, obviously you've got to be careful with everything you do, but at the same time, I don't want to be worrying forever.
But we need like we need more people with that confidence to normalise what it is, because to us it's just a normal life.
Exactly, it's nothing to be ashamed of, or literally something to be done in secret. I don't think it should be done in secret at all. I'm not for blaze everywhere. I think there's just got to be respectful
like
as well
in front
of
of children and in the beer garden and things
in public,
like that.
Stuff like that. You've got to be respectful of people who don't like the smell, but at the same time it's standing up for what we love as well.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, definitely. What's your opinion on the difference between UK and Cali prices, and do you think Cali's should be priced how it is, and the better UK, the 283 bills a Z?
It's a tough one. You've got some of the genetics and stuff and the strains they've got in Cali, we just haven't got here. Unless they're selling clones and stuff over, you haven't got them. So it's like and they're the flavours that people are after, them Skittlesy sort of terps. We're getting better. We've got the OZK coming from Free the Weed now, is absolutely smashing it. Like some of the closest tasting Cali sort of weed you've got growing in UK.
We were smoking the Free the Weed Skywalker last week on the show, and it's loud. It's lovely.
It's lovely, isn't it, that one?
Yeah.
His headbanger's nice as well.
It's my favourite.
Gassy.
Headbanger, banging.
I think the UK is getting there in a sense, like the look ain't the same as Cali, but we're definitely like bringing out our own flavours and tastes now.
100%. You should think of the marmalade as well. That's come through. Dank growing farms come through Lazy Sativa. Dank, like honestly, it's like smoking Satsumas.
Yeah. The old EV is nice as well.
Well, yeah. Yeah, the yoga flame and stuff. You tried Lazy Sativa's yoga flame?
No, not yet.
Well,
not yet.
See, that's one of the closest UK strains to like a Cali tasting.
Yeah.
For me, yeah. Really nice.
Yeah. I like. To be honest, I prefer Cali, but at the minute there is some UKs that are, and it's the price difference is quite a bit in it. You can get a nice head of UK for $250. Yeah. Cali at the minute is what, if you want a single Z, $450 at the minute. Yeah. And what is the difference really?
When you can get double the amount of weed.
Yeah. But then at the same time, like, I'd still rather put Cali in my zoo. But the UK is probably like leveling and getting man the same high. You're getting like a good terp level from it. It just doesn't look and smell quite like Cali, does it? You know what I mean? And it's mad because surely we're using the same growing equipment in the same kind of spaces, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's why I think it's down to the genetics, kids.
Yeah.
I think obviously from seeds, you can get seeds and stuff sent over, but it's not as strong obviously as first generation, and Yeah.
Everything's watered down when it gets to us here.
Exactly that. That's it.
I've seen like Jungle Boy seeds for sale and everything. I see people going mad for them, innit? And then I think to myself, like, your end result's not going to be Jungle Boys, is it?
No, exactly
so you could get a seed from a normal person in the UK. Cause there are some good breeders, definitely. There's good people that are selling clones in it, Sherlock clones and a few other people. So
even though I know a few people have done a couple of the backlovers and the sticky sherbs and stuff. So the plug seed mate. That come out
the backlover is nice
phenomenal.
from Cali as well.
Someone done a UK backlover, someone in this as well, from Space Buds, but absolutely fire.
Sometimes I find it hard to get good UK though, for real.
Do you know what I find? Places get good UK is like Brighton, Birmingham, Leeds, Newcastle, obviously London as well. But like, I think it's literally
the shit out that Stardog up in Manny. That when even Stardog used to be like a good UK flavour, and now that's just turned into something. But I've even got a piece here, bro. You know, like man, just top up a blunt with it or whatever. But bro, like, I don't know, man. That's what happens in the UK, I think, as well. Like, we'll find one good flavour. Everyone will jump on it, like someone will they must be mothering the fuck out of it, innit? And then everyone seems to have that strain, and then we overrate. Oh, that's a joke.
100%. You've got the headbangers everywhere now at the moment. There's loads of Skywalkers, obviously Crowman smashed it with a Skywalker. You see everyone else doing that as well now. There seems to be everywhere. But it's fire. It's them.
A lot of headbangers around as well,
but there's some of the top UK strains as well, so like,
of course.
You want to see them flooded everywhere instead of seeing a dog. But there was times like the guava dog, but I still get people who love the guava dog. I don't mind little guava dog.
I don't mind a little bit of dog every now and then, bro, for the right price, innit? Definitely. But that's what I'm saying, like, you could get nice dog now for like 150s a Z.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's like the spectrum of price on like, we have actually got flavour spectrum now, innit? Like you've got like a low thing where you're paying 150, then you got something you're paying 2 bills, then you're paying 250, you know what I'm saying? Up to 3 bills, and then after that it's Cali, innit?
Yeah.
Whereas before it was just one thing, £20 all the way through. You know what I mean? Like, it's come a long way, innit?
I remember buying what dogs and stuff for like 220s in East London, and at the same time in Leeds there were 150s and singles.
Yeah.
I think it's mad about the price. How we get rinsed as well down here for the price.
Yeah, we don't seem to have
like a fair market all the way across the UK.
Yeah.
Complete different price all over the shop.
Do you think legalisation would sort that out? Or do you think everyone would just start importing Cali and not even worry about growing? Because it's a lot of money in it to get all those licenses. I was reading up on it, and it's like some extortion amount of peas to
actually start up.
Yeah, to like get your licenses, open the premises, be able to cultivate, sell, and do everything for yourself.
Yeah.
The money is actually crazy.
So it's having a start cost for that as well.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest barriers they put in for stopping people, or from like normal people getting involved in the cannabis industry.
Yeah.
It's sort of left them monopolised to the big like corporations and stuff come in and take over. It's just another hurdle they try and put in the way.
Yeah, I was reading an article and it's saying that Lloyd's Bank now offers insurance for cannabis companies abroad.
Oh really?
Yeah. But yet we're still criminalised just for smoking it and having it in our possession. But one of our biggest banks is allowed to insure.
It's just the whole it's just like fucking the whole country is fucked when you think, for instance, GW Pharmaceuticals is the biggest exporter of medical cannabis in the world. Yeah, and it's based in our country.
It's up the road from here, to be fair, innit? Like hour away max.
And like, we can't fucking have access to it, but we'll happily sell it and make money off of it. As well as the person who's like, I think it was our drugs minister, her husband has something to do with the company as well. So legally in the House of Parliament, she couldn't talk about the legalisation of cannabis for a conflict of interest. So by law, she can't even fucking talk about what we want her to talk about.
It's all designed, and it's all designed. Moving on from that though, I see what the Busty Masala. I've had a couple of these and they're wavy. You don't see many people making savoury medicals. So, what brought you to make a medicated curry rather than just focus on making sweets and chews and things like everybody else?
So you started off with, we was doing like flapjacks and stuff, things like that.
Yeah.
And just not a case of like people copying everyone, but just wanted to make sure that we was a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because obviously no one's created or invented any of these things, but like you want to just stand apart from others, kind of. And this dish was actually something my mum used to make. My mates used to call her and say, "Can you make sure you're making it on a Friday, all coming round?"
Yeah, have a few beers and have a curry at Busty's.
Exactly that. They'd all be calling her during the week, making sure she's got it on the go.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I begged her for years to get the recipe off her. I got the recipe off her about 6 months ago, actually, because I got ill. Played on the heartstrings, got the recipe off her, and sort of like medicate out for people, and just something different for people to have. And also, we've got the curry that's coming out, but there's curry that's out at the moment. But also, there's a spag bowls coming out, a chili con carne as well.
Yeah, that's
just things
so
that
a whole
range
of like meals where you can sit down even with your missus rather than just eating a little cake.
Exactly
and
that.
Yeah, that's decent.
Exactly that. And I've done curry nights with people like this, with the lads and stuff in Harlow, and everyone's in tears laughing.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Do groups of it as well.
Yeah, so it's like even something you could take into a business once it is made legal and open a restaurant. Doing fully medicated meals.
100%. I've seen loads of the like Weed and stuff. A couple of shows they've got in America at the moment, and they have a similar thing and putting on. I think a place like Club 33 and stuff like that. They've done curry nights and different clubs up and stuff down the country done curry nights and things like that. And I think it's the way forward. I'd love to do like an evening banquet sort of thing. In a marquee or
you could even have like a restaurant and then a space outside where you can smoke a shisha and run a little something, do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly that, yeah.
And so you're trying to get into the hot puddings now as well.
Yeah.
So you bought a couple of crumbles with you.
Yeah, apple crumbles. Yeah, these ones are cooked, but they come basically uncooked.
Yeah.
So you finish them off in the oven. Come put them straight out. I'll have them with custard. We're either going to do like a chocolate custard as well to do a chocolate crumble.
Yeah, what about like a medicated fresh whipped cream?
And that's what we're talking about.
Like the toffee, little bit of toffee sauce for the apple.
I've got my caramel sauce I do as well, isn't it?
So that's wicked, man.
Yeah, so looking at ice cream, but basically looking at ice packs so that things can be kept cold for long enough, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
I suppose you have to have like some sort of packaging solution in it to be able to store and move everything.
Gel packs and everything. But that's the new move. The next movement is the pies and stuff and the crumbles. And that's the collaboration with BishPuffs as well. So what, you two are chefing up in the kitchen together? Yeah, the crumbles, and she's also going to be doing like cookies and stuff for me as well. Yeah.
Everybody go check Busty's page for these meals, all these sweet treats, because they're lit, trust me, I know for sure. Fucking yeah, bro. I'm excited to try the new crumbles, definitely. That's gonna be...
Yeah, they're decent, they're strong, man.
They are strong. They sent me to sleep. I had 3.
You know what? I do like medicals, edibles. You get me? Wrong fucking thing. But, bro, you should make like some sort of like some next leans, bro. You know, like everyone's. I don't know, like. You know what I mean? Or some sort of ice cream float, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like something crazy different, do you know what I mean? Like some medicated ice cream or something. Cause, bro, to be fair, like people all doing the same thing, innit?
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to get on you on here and talk to you about the masala and that anyway. That was one of the reasons. Another reason, you gave me some RSO for one of my people before, and you just gave me that for non-profit, which you do for everybody. How come you come to this decision? Because not a lot of people do something for free.
I just don't think money should be made off of medicine, medical, saving people's lives or helping people suffering with pain and stuff. I don't like the idea of making money off of that.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyone who involved helps me with the RSO all the way down the line, no one makes money on it.
Yeah, that's a good move, man. Respect for that, and I think everyone else will respect that as well. So, really, I've seen like posts on Facebook and Instagram and everything else saying that we're supposed to be free on the NHS right now, innit, in the UK, but like I've never seen any evidence of it. So it is people like you that are helping people, and there is actual results from what you lot are doing, innit?
And from
that's the truth.
Like doctor's point of view as well, quickly with that. So my mum's got MS, and my mum's riddled with loads of different things, and she was entitled to get what is it called? The medical.
The Sativex.
is that what it's called?
The spray, yeah.
The one, the like medical one they brought
Oh, okay.
in. She was entitled to it, so she went to her MS doctor, who's the best MS doctor in the country, and was like, "Yo, like, I want to be put on this, blah blah blah." He turned around and literally said, like, basically said to her, like, "Can you access it illegally?" Basically, blah blah blah, kind of thing, because what you're doing for people, like giving people the RSO and stuff, even the doctors will say, like, now take that over the stuff that they're giving out, because the stuff they're giving out is obviously...
I've heard that story a lot, actually, of people, because we used to have a little head shop in the town down the road, and people was coming in there and saying, we've been recommended to come here by a doctor and try CBD. And obviously, like, at that time, this was like a couple of years ago, at that time you weren't really allowed to give information on it. You weren't allowed to give advice on it, so we was like, look, if your doctor's giving you that advice on it, then crack on. But like, I don't know if there's ever going to be like a change where they do actually, like, they say, right, this is a medicine. Like, for the whole of history, it's been proven that it's a medicine. 10,000 BC, when there's stone carvings on the wall, they were smoking weed as medicine.
Yeah.
So how come all of a sudden, just before the 1900s or whatever, they suddenly said, right, it's not a medicine, it's not helping no one, but take these tablets, mate, and you'll be right as rain. Do you know what I mean?
That it's through pharmaceuticals why it's mainly illegal.
Because you give someone something that's going to make them better. Like, so with you've got, you know, you've got RSO, like the stuff you give people, and then you've got the stuff that they're giving people. The stuff they're giving people is causing, I think it's something to do with like the strawberry flavouring. I could be wrong, I might be wrong, but I think it's something to do with the strawberry flavouring in it causes some, I don't know, negative reaction basically, which then that's a repeat customer. If you're giving someone something and you say, here you go, you know, you buy this once, this is going to make you better, you're not going to come back to me, where's my repeat custom?
Exactly, the side effects.
Where am I going to make any money in that whatsoever?
And what they're doing is isolating stuff as well, so you need full plant extract as well. So it's not just like, obviously there's like, I think it's over 60 different cannabinoids within cannabis. And it's not just like, it's like isolating just like an atom, whatever, it's like ineffective. Or like not ineffective so it's like the effectiveness of it is like minuscule compared. So I think it's almost like a placebo effect.
I've seen a few people's pages that like, you know, do the RSO caps and CBD and everything else, and they're posting like messages that people are messaging back to them like, yo, I've been on codeine for like 7 years, you've given me these capsules, and 2 weeks down the line they're like, I've gone from taking 12, 14 codeine pills a day to 2 or 3, like, thank you, like, how can this be ignored? And it's constant, and it's like, you know what I mean, it's not like once or twice a week they're putting them up there, it's like 5 times a day they're putting up these messages, and it just makes you scratch your head and wonder like what really is going on, doesn't it?
And when they call it a gateway drug, but it's the absolute opposite.
Got me from 15 medications down to 2.
Alcohol is definitely a gateway drug for everybody. You drink when you're younger than if you ever smoked. Your parents are drinking around you, so you're more likely to drink yourself. There's millions of deaths from it a year. You know what? There's more deaths from hanging baskets falling on people's head, on a balcony, from a balcony, than there is from weed. Like, it's mad. But there's so much stigma attached to it. But I don't know, me. It's mad.
Are you for full legalization?
I think so. Just for the reason to make it, until it is legalized, and it's been legal for a year or 2, then it's never going to be accepted by the wider public. It's, you know, like I said on the show before, like, I smoke in my garage at home or whatever because I've got a ute and everything else, and my neighbours complain about it. If it was made legal in their eyes, there wouldn't be a problem with it no more. Everything could be alright. I could be on my driveway with a big joint in my mouth, like, oh, you're alright, love, morning, how's your dog? Do you know what I mean? But until it's made legal, people that, I don't know, maybe they haven't had a shaded life or whatever in it, but they obviously don't know about it, or the culture, or...
80 years of being drilled into them that something's bad and it's fucking going to turn you crazy. And it's changing all that perception.
It's getting everyone to unlearn what they've learned and relearn everything all over again.
That's why I don't like the light up everywhere shit, because that completely hinders everything that we're trying to do. By trying to smoke and fucking people's faces and stuff, it's exactly what they're trying to say all stoners are and shit.
Yeah.
There's no respect that way.
Yeah, 100%.
But there's plenty of places now and gatherings where people can link up and smoke in a safe or semi-safe environment. Some not so in it, but you know, there's places up and down the country from Scotland down to Brighton and Cornwall where people can go, and there's friendly people there where you can go and have a smoke with. Like, the community's welcoming.
Exactly that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people come together, people help each other that don't really know each other, and you know, on the other hand, there's people that ain't so like that. They're in it for the money and the whatever and whatever. But you know,
there's always gonna be in there.
Yeah.
People want to profit from it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's nice to make money from it, but you got to be genuine at the same time, innit?
Exactly that.
And like, when it's time to give back, you have to give back.
Let's have integrity as well.
Of course, bro. Of course. You just, if everyone works, if everyone has the same mind and everyone works together, then it will finally get to where it wants to be. Even if it doesn't be made legal, like, you know, there is a massive community now, and if everyone like have the same mind frame and wants the same thing, then I think they can push it to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
It's working towards the same direction, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, there's gotta be something, you know, that, like, think of like how many smokers that you've seen at events or that you've met through Instagram or doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And then think of like how many people they must know that you don't know that smoke. And then think about the people that smoke that like no one, like normal people. Like, I know a couple of people that you wouldn't even know they smoke unless they told you they smoke.
Yeah.
You know, they go work, they drive like normal nice cars, like they just everyday regular people, work for BT and that.
Yeah.
But you don't know they smoke.
That was like when I went for, so on Instagram I still sort of do, like in the mental health community more so.
Yeah.
And my account, like before BishPuffs, a different account, was all like mental health stuff. And then I started BishPuffs, started doing that, and then I had people from my mental health account like start following me and stuff. The amount of people that messaged me like, oh, like, yeah, you smoke, yeah, me too, and stuff. And I'm like, what? Like, you smoke? Like the most like normalist of people that I would never in a million years. I found like so many people, so many more people than I expected anyway smoke.
See, there's a big propaganda surrounding mental health and smoking.
Absolutely.
As like
Does
a
it
mental
make
health.
it worse? Does it make it better?
We did start speaking on it before. Like my opinion of it is, if you had mental health problems, then you had mental health problems.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't smoke a zoot and all of a sudden get mental health problems. You might have had underlying mental health problems, and now you smoked it and it's brought it forward.
Yeah.
Whereas I've got friends personally with mental health problems that smoke, and it's the complete opposite.
Mm.
They won't come out of their house. They won't. Do you know what I mean? They're frightened when the door knocks, but when they have a joint, they're a completely different person.
Yeah.
They can socialise, they can come out, they can be around people, they can take their kids out properly. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
there's a massive divide with it. Even in like actually sort of like within like the professionals and stuff, you'll get some professionals will sit there and like say, oh, this is gonna make your mental health so much worse. Like, oh, this can make you psychotic, da da da. And then you get like the opposite side of people in the mental health profession that are actually like, well, no, like this can help. But I absolutely think it is all to do with the person.
But then again, saying what you're saying, if weed's a medicine, then, you know, tramadol might work for you, but it don't work for you.
This is right?
Yeah?
This is
the
it.
medicine's not for everybody.
Yeah, like that might not be your cure, but it might be someone else's cure, because everybody's body reacts differently to like different toxins,
exactly
done it?
that.
Like,
there's over 6,000 different cannabis strains. Every single strain will affect every single person differently. Because you've got a slightly different cannabinoid system. And so, the biggest thing I would like legalisation for is for education. For like when you walk through school, you're taught how to drink safely and stuff to a certain degree, but you're not taught the safe consumption of cannabis. And it's like we say, it's not for everyone, but it's like teaching someone like what to do in situations if you are.
And alcohol's not for everyone, but
exactly
we talk about that.
I don't drink for that reason because alcohol turns me mad, and I get into trouble and I'm a nasty person. So, like in the end, I learned that stop drinking. It's not for me. But when I smoke weed, I can be a lot more sociable. I'm a lot more relaxed. I'm a lot less stressed. I'm a lot less anxious around people. You know, so
yeah.
There you go. Like,
yeah.
Some people, yeah, like some people alcohol gives them confidence and they're all right. But
yeah.
But medicinally, like you say, it's helping people with mental health, and then on the other hand, there's people that are.
And it's also with mental health, like the whole problem with mental health is with like the lack of education and the lack of everything in our country. You've got people who, you know, would probably benefit from like a minuscule amount of THC and a large amount of CBD, for instance, and you've got like those people that would like benefit from a minuscule amount having a zoot of something that's like, you know, 20, 30 or hitting a dab or something like that, like and smashing their endocannabinoid system with THC, and then they're getting ill.
My missus's mum, she doesn't smoke or anything, but she suffers a lot from, I think she's like lost some fluid in her back or something, and she's like she's a bit mashed up, and she started eating edibles, and she had insomnia in it, you know, and she'd only sleep for 2 hours, literally every night, 2-3 hours. And I was like, you know, fuck this, man, eat some edibles. And then she started sleeping, and then I tried her with the RSO in it, but it just knocked her out. And then my missus is the same, like she's a bit mashed up. She's got some surgery coming up, but she was like taking bare pills, you know, like painkillers to stop the pain. And I was like, you know what, man, allow all of that in it. Tried the RSO, and then the same thing happened. She was mashed up from that, but I gave her some full spectrum CBD, you know, without that THCs in it, and that seems to have helped her out a lot. So I don't know.
What about using smaller doses of it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you was just saying, you need to like get the right mixture. Like you could have RSO oil, but with a smallest amount of THC in it. You know, so she's still getting a bit of it into her, but.
Yeah, she's still getting enough to get like the entourage effect of all of the other cannabinoids.
Because CBD is like the antipsychotic as well, isn't it? So it's the counteract.
And that's where we need education.
Yeah.
And where legalising it would help so much more people, because then, like, even if smoking ain't helping the person with mental illness or physical illness, then maybe there's another way that will help them. Like you say, cutting certain things out of it, and then. Yeah, it's all mad.
Getting the right combination for people.
It's the right dosage, isn't it?
Or the right strain.
Yeah, that's all, man.
I know for a certain, if I, like we were speaking about this recently, if I smoke like certain hazes, for, like one night, so I smoke Amis, say I'll be fine. But if I smoke it for 4 nights in a row, anxiety. Fucking mad. Literally like the most anxious person in the world.
Yeah, me.
And it's just a case of like myself over years, because there is no education there, of realising shit, that one does me a little bit loose.
You learn your own. You learn your own.
And that's another problem with the fact that like it not being legal and stuff is you're not able to. So you can think you're getting an idea of like, oh yeah, that one's not for me, that one's not for me, and then it turns out, oh actually the one you thought's not for me isn't actually what it's called, what they said it was called. It's actually something else. So you smoke something else thinking, oh yeah, no, this might be alright for me. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Just because it's only everything off the street.
It's a bit like
the names.
It's a bit like like a guy came to me today. Actually, I went to him, and then he just gave me a joint. He's like, try this. This is some UK gelato. And then like I smelt it, and I was like, yeah, all right. I'll take a couple of joints, innit? I took a couple of joints, like crushed it, and it smelt all right, but it definitely weren't gelato. And I'm just thinking, like, how many people actually bought this as gelato for £240? Because people are buying it, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're doing it from seeds and it's coming out anyway, there's a lot of like blue gelato stuff that I tried, and it's more on like the blueberry OG. So it is crossed with gelato, but you ain't get the gelato taste at all. But they're still passing it off, obviously, because it's the cross.
Yeah, I think a lot of Cali that comes over ain't what it says on the tin, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't ship that lean, unless it's THC.
Okay, people, we're back. I had to go let Dr. Dab in. He's come to treat BustyBear BishPuffs to a fat dab, so we're gonna get it cracking from there. Can't even remember what we was talking about on that wig already anyway. What was he smoking in that big thing there?
What in this? This has got baklava in it.
Yeah.
Headbanger. Then I've done it. What's the next one? Gobstoppers in there, and then some cherry mac as well.
I see you smoking some fat zoots on your Insta every night, bro.
Well,
You say you need that baseball bat to put you to
that's
bed.
it, that little, yeah.
Yeah.
The little quarter ounce joints,
Yeah, the little what? It's little 7 grammars every night, bro. Your lungs are gonna be fried, bro.
No, that's just a little treat. That's just a little treat, yeah. Someone messaged me saying your neighbours will hate you. I was like, bro, I'll just treat myself.
That's it, bro. You got you. I see on your Insta as well that you do mushrooms, that.
Oh, come on.
But to be honest, apart from crow, that's the only other, like, I used to take other drugs when I was younger, man, but like these days I think that's the only other thing I would do.
Yes, shrooms are lovely. We've done a few shroom trips recently, and they're just banging.
So good.
Just
It's like that it kind of reminds me, you know, like the first time you ever got high off crow, and everything was funny. And everything was just like a little bit mad and different, yeah. That's what mushrooms reminds me of when I do them. Like, I don't take them often, don't get me wrong, like probably once. The last time I took them was probably like 18 months ago. But like, if, you know what I mean? Do you
I like using them therapeutically.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know.
That's right.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, 100%. It's like, it's weird, I remember doing them before and calling someone and they're like, I've got the answer, I can't tell you what it is. I've been told the answer, I can't tell you right now, but I'll let you know you're sweet in the morning, I'll be able to tell you. And basically, it was some bird which was going for it in her life or something. And I knew whatever it was to tell her to sort it out.
Yeah, like,
I just couldn't get the
got
words
you,
out.
yeah.
It was like I was downloading, boom, I've been told, I told what you need to know. But yeah, I always think it's therapeutic. I feel the nuts afterwards.
Have you tried DMT, or would you try it?
I would try it. I haven't tried it.
I've tried chenga, which is DMT infused herbs.
Yeah.
You smoke it. That was.
Yeah, what happened? Cause people that I know that have took it, they're like, yo, I was on the sofa or whatever, I smoked this and then like, I was looking down on myself and I could see myself sitting there and I'm like, yo, this sounds nuts, bro. Like, it sounds like his soul left his body, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, raw.
When I did this like chenga stuff, I was on a beach and like initially, so I didn't smoke enough to like, because like with chenga and stuff, I think you can break through and whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't smoke enough to do that. We didn't have enough between us. But for me, so like initially when I smoked it, like the beach got really like long, like the water was like suddenly was like really further away and the beach was like much longer. Then I was seeing like in empty space, so like if I'm looking at you, the space between me and you, I was seeing like colours and geometry, like shapes and colours like I've never in my life, like even still to this day, never seen, or like I wouldn't even be able to explain like to you.
Kind of.
And it was like I was like behind myself and slightly above myself, like behind and above, if that makes any
that's
sense.
kind of,
And all like went the whole time it was going on, I just had my hands over my, and all I could say was, oh my god. Oh, like I couldn't, like language just sort of disappeared, and colours were crazy, geometry was mad, and I was sort of behind and above myself almost.
a bit like a parallel universe within this one that you were seeing.
Yeah, it was like you're seeing different dimensions and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah, I've heard other people explain it like that as well, online
beautiful.
and stuff.
The DMT is like, it's stored in your pineal gland, isn't it? So your third eye in your brain. And it's released tiny amounts when you dream, and then it's fully released into your body when you die. So people reckon it's literally
It's like what
dimension you go to when you die,
Yeah, it's mad. And you know what, I'd like to try it because I've seen a lot of people that say it's mad positive, but I don't think I'll try it till I was like older, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You know, like when man's 50 or 55 and you've done more or less what you need to.
Then gonna go for the trip then.
Yeah, bro, because what
I mean, intense.
like right now,
That'd be way more intense, surely.
Yeah.
Like a lifetime of trauma that, you know, just sort of...
No, because
into.
I've heard people like on the other hand say like they've come out of it bad on the other side. A lot of people, it moves them on in life and lightens them in it. But what if something bad happened now? At the age of like 25, 28, you suddenly take DMT and it can ruin your life as well as elevate it. So what? Do you know what I mean, bro?
Okay,
yeah.
So if you took it at the end of life, I'm thinking like,
if it fucks you up,
let's smoke this shit when man's like 55 or 60, I'm gonna have an epiphany and realise what life was all about and death, and then I'm gonna die and be cool because I know what's coming anyway. Or some shit.
Smart about it.
Yeah, I think if I was gonna do it, but it sounds like a mad experience, man.
Yeah.
It sounds mad.
I think it has to be done.
Yeah.
It sounds mad. At some point in life, I used to do like pills and fucking sniff and all that shit, man. But like none of that interests me no more. But see that. I'm just curious about that DMT for some reason, innit? For no
but
reason.
I think psychedelics are just different, aren't they? They're not like, I look at psychedelics the same way as I look at weed, like they're medicine. I don't look at them the same way as I look at like pills and
they
stuff.
can be, they must be medicine because a lot of people are microdosing, and these are people that are in the public limelight. These are people that have got hell of money, like they're big business people, do you know what I mean? And that I think microdosing might work as well, but I don't know. There's just something about. I don't think I'll take acid, to be fair, but just that I'll take mushrooms every now and then. But acid, I don't know, bro.
I've done an acid trip recently. Just too intense, mate. Took 5 tabs.
I had an ego death.
Yeah.
It's just intense, bro. Honestly, yeah. Went on for 2.
So it's nothing like mushrooms.
No, for me, after mushrooms, I feel safe. It's like everything's a bit wavy.
You can still get on with your. Do you know what I mean? Well, if you want to drink when you're on mushrooms, you can have a drink, innit? You can go to the thing, make a juice, and everything's cool.
I've had some trips when I've been straight up, cannot do shit, cannot talk. Like I sometimes, if I trip too heavy, I lose language, like I lose the ability. I've had it with you. I lose the ability to talk.
Can't talk.
And it's like I want to talk and I want to converse with you, and there's so much I want to say and stuff. But how the fuck I turn what's in here into words? No, impossible. Like absolutely impossible.
Man,
I just think you know where you are with mushrooms though. Acid is just.
With mushrooms, it's just more like as well. You've got that okay, it grows in the ground. Do you know what I mean?
You can kind of gauge what you're taking as well with a mushroom. You don't know how much they've put on that bit of paper or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Acid is just more chemically.
But I think microdosing is definitely like something that's been kept a secret and that people have been doing for a lot longer than, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had to go to microdosing with the acid as well. That was actually that was phenomenal.
Right. See, this is the thing.
When you felt that it helped you?
Instantly. Like, the instant the most confident I've ever been in my life.
Microdosing acid, I think, is great. Just.
So, when you're actually taking the tiniest bit.
It's like literally it was pipettes, I think it was, and it was like 5 drops or something.
Yeah.
And boom, instant geezer. Any anxiety you've ever had, but it was like you never like that little bit we might second guess something is never there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I do like microdosing.
People get on with like microdosing mushrooms as well.
Do you think legalization of weed will help legalization of other things like mushrooms and that to help with, like, same thing again with mental health and physical health problems?
I'm saying I think it opens the door for, well, we've got it wrong with this. What other things have we now made legal that we've actually can get sort of therapeutic use of? And
there's already like professionals in it. Like so I just recently microdosed for a few weeks, I think. Yeah, it was about a few weeks I microdosed for shrooms. My therapist was fully aware of it, was totally supportive, and we had like a little thing, like I was microdosing and I had to, like he was like, okay, cool, like basically he was cool with coming on the journey with me as long as I did like certain things, like I had to like journal daily and stuff like that, and then once a week I'd go into therapy, take my journal, and we'd go through what I'd like journaled or what I'd like drawn or whatever whilst I was microdosing, and then we'd like process it, you know, accept it, whatever, and let it go and stuff. So there's even professionals in like the sort of mental health industry and stuff that are very much like supportive of it and like back the legalization and usage of it, especially medicinally.
So they even like just something simple like it gives people confidence.
Yeah.
Like it gives people like a sense of belonging. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, look, yeah, you could have been young, yeah, and moved into a hostel when you was 18, yeah. And you didn't have nobody to talk to, yeah? But you see one person over there, yeah, bunning a zoot in the corner of the courtyard. And you'd be like, cool, my man smokes, a man would be like, yo, I got a zoot too, bro. Instantly it's brought you together. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How many situations have you been in where you find out someone's a smoker?
You don't walk into a pub, yeah, and see a random stranger in there and go, alright, mate, let's drink together.
Nah.
You know?
I'm not being funny either, like 80-90% of my best friendships have started like that.
Yeah.
100%.
So
I can't tell you a friendship that is as good as it is that hasn't started like that.
Yeah, just
Like
random
meeting
from
someone
Crow.
Like even my best friend, the longest time I got a train back from college one day, innit? And I was just walking through the park, like, innit? I just see him near from school, innit? I knew he sort of blazed, and I just, when I smoke, straight up, man. Ever since, boom.
So them
That's
friendships
literally-
are the best.
Hannah, my ride or day girl, she used to care for my mum, and I was in the garden having a zoo, and she comes out and she was obviously in like her K uniform. I shit myself thinking, because my mum's got other kids and stuff, and I was thinking like social services and oh my god, what's gonna happen and stuff. She comes over, she's like, can I have a pool? And I'm sitting there trying to hide it, and I'm like, and I
Fuck
thought,
yeah!
well, no, 'cause I thought she thought it was a fag.
This.
So I like look at her and I'm like, it's not a cigarette. And she was like, well, I'm not dumb. She was like, can I have a pull? And I was like, girl. And we have literally been like BFFs since. Like,
Definitely brings you like
Friend with weed is a friend indeed.
like if you go to a cannabis event, you've got like old grannies that are sitting with like young people. There's no like judging. They're just sitting there smoking, busting jokes together. Everyone's
on the
polite.
same page,
No one's
isn't it?
stamping on each other's toes. No one's screw facing. Everything's alright. And the amount of people from different walks of life that are in a small confined space, because they are small spaces really.
Yeah.
And there's never any trouble.
Never.
I've never heard of a fight or someone getting stabbed or someone having to get dragged out by security or anything. So it just goes to show, and we're doing that ourselves. There is no police present. There is no proper security presence. Like, it might be a security firm, but it's not done properly. There's no ambulance there on standby in case, you know, and nothing ever seems to go off.
I think it makes you a calm person for one, but everyone's sort of smart enough to know even when people have got sort of fused between each other or they don't get on, they just think, right, an event, boom.
It's
everyone
not the
do your own
time or
thing.
place, is it?
Exactly that.
It's not the time or
And
place.
thankfully, yeah, touch wood, everything I've been to so far, everything's been good.
Everyone's sounding it.
Yeah. It is a proper community. When you go to the events, like, everyone talks about there's no community and shit on Insta. When you go to the events and stuff and actually go
community's
speak to
real.
people,
It's
yeah,
there.
100%.
It's in
What
your
have we
face.
got today? Oh, this is the live rosin. Fuck it,
So
I'm gonna
you
hit
check
a
the
dab of
blowtorch?
this. What,
I wouldn't hit that for the pub,
what did
man.
you lot pick? Nah?
What was that?
What did you lot pick to dab? Which weapon are you going with?
I'm chucking disco with Mango Kush.
You're only allowed to hit one. So if you hit the big one, then you got to have the one underneath it or the tiny one. So you got to pick one. I'd get in there quick. I'm getting in there with the puff coat. I always hit the puff coat.
Go on, let you go. Ladies first.
Little, medium or large?
Yeah, see, I don't know. So I'm stuck between large and little.
You got better lungs, gone.
I've got better lungs hitting bongs, not such better lungs hitting dabs. We're gonna go with maybe the big one.
Yeah, I like that. That's brave. I like that.
Shit.
I like that. You want to set it up, and then
Yeah,
pass it over,
I'll
warm,
do it
yeah?
one at a time, innit? Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
get it for
yeah,
the
yeah.
camera, innit?
I'll put that down.
Right, let yours burn off, we'll change your turn.
Yeah,
Because
man,
I
I
didn't
want to
hit
be
one of
alright.
this before the camera rolled. Be fair, I don't know what
Where's
the
that
fucking
dab
things
tool,
you got.
bro?
Where's that camera? Which one you taking?
Where's these diamonds?
Do you reckon
Sure.
I'm gonna regret this?
Enjoy.
No, let's take an average.
Do you name your glass?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Has this got a name? Is this cool?
It's a strange name, yeah. I actually think it came from an old video game I played for a weapon I used to call it. It's Irene.
Irene, okay,
Yeah.
I like
It was what I
that.
used to call my crowbar, like I kept on under my bed growing up, and then I got that, and I don't know, it just carried over.
Irene, yes.
It's just something that's always been
So I've
quite
got-
iconic to me.
I've got one that's probably about that. Would you say she's about that big?
Yeah.
And she's thick, so she's called Letitia.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like that's a thick name. Do you know what I mean?
I thought a lot from long because that is
Yeah.
the name of that brand is Thick Ass Glass, isn't it? I was
Oh, is that
I should
Thick
have
Ass
got
Glass
yeah
one?
tag.
Oh, I want to thick up spots.
That's their fucking 30 inches. One custom grower for 20 at 30 inches to do the lung buster. Saw that and I had to go straight by it. And
What's that with the glass bowl?
Hmm?
That's with the
Yeah.
glass bowl. Yeah, I don't rate the glass bowl.
it's not that good, is it?
No, I didn't really get hit off that.
It's too big, bro. It don't fit. It's bullshit. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
professional puff cover, but it don't fit.
Right, come then, let's get these lot there dabs in their lungs, man. They're gonna eat this crumble and curry on the way home. They're gonna have the munchies and they're gonna get home and fall asleep. Busty ain't going to sleep. He's smoking bats all day.
I don't know.
Don't sleep.
Them
I don't know. You see my story? I mean, he sleeps.
Fucking little, we're calling each other when they're asleep. Started a little war.
you know what, yeah?
Started a proper war.
Well, that's another question, yeah. I don't think I could be with my missus if she smoked weed. Cause I'll just be getting angry all the time. You know, like man leave a zoo on the side and that come back and man be like, what? Where's my...
Honestly, I'm not like that really.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
I know that happens, isn't it, Busty? I'm trying to say it don't happen. That happens, isn't it?
We think,
That
I've got at least half a joint left in that. And then I get handed back like,
yeah, 4 drawers left on this.
It's like, what the fuck? You can pop that out yourself if you want.
You do say that quite a lot. Oh, do you want me to put that out for you?
Yeah.
Oh, she does me dirty like that all the time.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But at the same time,
I'm only missing.
at the same time, I suppose that because you smoke all of them things that you do, man, it's kind of easier at the same time, innit? So
I'm happy.
I suppose there's like pros and cons from it, innit? That's it, man.
I'm impressed. It's a challenge trying to get her high.
Yeah. You say she keeps up with you, yeah?
Smashes me out the car.
Yeah?
Smoking under the table, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me look silly, yeah. I'm swearing to God.
Fuck, I've given you the kush.
Huh?
I've given you the kush.
Is it?
You the disco, you got the sativa, you got the
I'm
indica.
lovely. I'm driving that.
It's all around if you want.
No, it's sweet.
So, are you looking to expand a bit where you're doing events as well?
I want to put on that evening meal, the medicated meal somewhere, yeah. With old Panda. And yeah.
Shout out Pandabs, we'll get him on the show soon as well.
Best fudge in the UK, cut boy.
Definitely, yeah. My girl's mum likes the fudge, you know. My girl's mum loves Pandabs fudge.
She can't get.
What's your opinion on cold starts? What's your opinion on
I
cold
like them, but it's a pain in the ass because it's always too low of a temperature half the time, and then it don't burn right. You're sitting there with half a dab, it's wasted now because when you reheat it, it's shit. I'd much rather burn it all first time, every time. Get that cap on, fucking go for it.
Dr. Dab's really about this dab life for real. He smokes them big.
I'm the type of guy
Busty's
that
about it as well. With them
song
big
called?
lungs, he cleared that up.
What's this one called?
That's just inhale.
Just Inhale. Okay, nice.
Hang on.
Busty's
Nice.
got professional lungs. Professional lungs, definitely.
What was the extracts for that?
There's extracts works, mango kush.
That's fucking lovely.
It's nice and
Banging, yeah.
it's got a lot of terps to it. To be fair, it's
We're
quite
gonna,
heavy.
Oh, that is banging.
We're going to do a review on Extract Works pre-rolls on Thursday, I think.
Do me a favour, put your hand in there, just, in there to your right, a bit further in, there should be a pre-roll in there.
Yeah, let's have a
That's
look
that
at
for the
this.
camera, mate.
A King Baller Blunt. We're gonna do a review on this on Thursday. We were seeing these about a lot, so we thought we'd get one.
Oh, that's sick.
They're in these King Palms. I've smoked one of these King Palms before. I thought they were alright, but the husk roach, man, weren't loose enough.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're trying to smoke it don't seem like when I like to feel the smoke like hit my throat in it, but you have to like when you draw it, it's like it's like it's got a filter in it rather than a roach.
Yeah.
You know where I'm coming from? But yeah.
That's a lung buster then. I rated that.
Yeah. Owen, you met your matches, you reckon, bro? You're gonna have to hit a ½ gram dab now to keep your crown, bro. This girl's gonna show you how to dab up properly, man.
I can smoke, but I die every dab I do. I choke almost every dab I do, don't I?
To be fair, I do, but that puff cold didn't really hit when I smoked.
Yeah, like I'm comfortable, and people like, do smaller dabs. I'm like, I can do the smallest dabs. Do colder dabs. I can do the coldest dab.
Yeah,
I'll still
I'm a
cough.
bit the same, even with like a
I
bomb.
like cold dabs. It's just, as I say, without like something that sets the temperature, sort of set temperature, it's awkward.
Yeah.
This is a small dab, then you're alright. Anything big, pain in the backside. Where's my...
When am I going?
Really?
10, 15 seconds. You just fill the whole pot. Not much left in there. Like it.
It's,
I might
big
need a
dabs
hand.
to end the show.
No, I go for a moment.
Big dabs to end the show.
Yeah,
Bang it.
get that cap on there quick. It's probably getting too cold already.
To be fair, like, I know dabbing's not like a massive thing in the UK, but more people should dab, bro. Definitely.
100%.
Like I even find like even in like the circumstance of yes, keep smoking, you got it. Even in like the circumstance of puff coat, you're out in the whip, yeah. You're about to go into a meeting or something, yeah. Even like the smell's a bit different from smoking a zoot or from flower, innit?
Doesn't linger.
But and you're only like you're blowing out one cloud of smoke into the air and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
I just can't
Like,
like doing dabs out of big ones.
they should open dab lounges. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When this shit's made legal, like where you can just chill. You know, like a shisha lounge, but you go in there and dab.
Wonderful.
There's not bare smoke billowing out. You know what I
Have all
mean?
the rigs set up in there.
Have different rooms, have different like fucking e-nails and everything patterned about. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, as they currently have like obviously the laws about not smoking inside already with tobacco, so they might have it where it's just vaping. So they have vape style lounges which would get away with
and
them
have like
with your e-nails and
volcanoes
stuff.
and yeah. We would actually, yeah. That would be a good look.
Yummy.
That would definitely be a good look. What about you hit a massive dab?
Yeah, fresh pot.
Do you dab every day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, try to.
Yeah.
But
Hit
it's
a dab a
like,
day,
end
yeah.
of the day, to put me to sleep.
See, I was finding like like I smoke them more in the day because
Oh really?
yeah, because
Oh,
I
really?
find like if I gotta go and get my youth from school, if you smoke a joint, even if you smoke it like an hour before, innit, the smell will linger on you, innit?
Yeah.
Even if you try to cover it with aftershave, but if you smoke that, like I say, it's literally one cloud of smoke in it and it's gone. It's not like you're smoking and it's getting time to set in, so.
My neighbours like hate me. Hate
'Cause you
me.
smoke weed?
Yeah, because you smell weed. Like hate me. I'm talking like throw abuse me, like bad hate me.
Yeah.
But when I dab, if I dab, nothing. I don't get nothing. They're absolutely like silence. I don't say anything.
It's one and done.
Yeah.
One and done. I like
that's
that.
it. One and done. None of this 20 minutes smoking as you blowing smoke.
Hit it, you're done, and sit, you're high, you're ready to go.
But yeah,
Don't take
like,
everyone's kick in either.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, the day of the week, we're only hit a dab or two by 7:15 in the fucking morning, innit?
but someone might like look, yeah, you might be in the queue in a shop, yeah, and someone comes in there over smelling of aftershave, and you're like, fucking hell, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or fucking hell, love. Like, what do you smell like? You cunt. It's too much, yeah. Why we can't moan about that?
Thank you. This
Do
was
you know
my
what I'm saying?
argument, okay? Because I mean, okay, it's not.
Someone
as
might have the
bad.
worst BO in the world.
The neighbour that has the most abuse at me,
Yeah.
they hang their washing out like
Yeah.
in the hallway,
Yeah.
and I mean,
It stinks of damp.
it smells either of damp or of like really just strong washing powder.
Yeah.
But like,
You
what
can't
if
complain,
I don't
yeah.
like the smell of their washing powder?
Yeah, of
Do
course.
you know what I mean? I can't say anything.
But if weed was made legal, then they wouldn't be able to say anything, and they wouldn't say anything. They're only saying something because of the stigma that's attached to it, I think, personally. Cigarettes stink.
Yeah.
If you don't smoke, cigarettes stink, but
Smash.
people ain't going around.
Smash that geese.
Oh, you love this dab life, man. That's it.
The big dabs are then the smaller dabs, bro, isn't it? The smaller dabs are the ones that make you cough,
Is
not
it,
the big
yeah?
ones. The ones on that all day, every
What
day.
a G. Love that.
Huge. You don't want to kind of drink, we ain't got a lot left on the shelf. We've got a fruit punch and a berry Fanta or some choco milk.
White water, cheers, man.
Do you want to drink?
Thank you very much.
You've got some cups up there if you want a choco
No,
milk.
I'm okay, thanks, because I'm gonna take 2 sips and then not one more. So
But yeah, anyway, man, Busty, nice of you to come on my show.
Thank you very much for having me on.
BishPuffs, great to have you on there as well. Everybody, keep an eye out for the medicated masala. Make sure you go out, check out BustyBear page. Oh, that's one more thing. How come it went from Busty Buds to BustyBear? Cause did you get? Is this? She calls you bear, innit? That's why it is. Don't lie, innit? No. All right, come on.
No, I can't even say why, but I had to change it for a reason. Yeah.
Go check out BustyBear's page. Trust me, for the medicated meals from top to bottom. Trust me. Thank you. It's WeSmokeTV. We out. Bless.
I don't ship that lean, less it's THC. I've been high for weeks. Got your bitch on fleek, yeah. I've been high for weeks.